Question. Why is it that humans never get good sleep during a full moon? I think there's something to that. Funk that! I mean, seriously, last night, when I tell you I had a hard time sleeping, I did!
In your heart, you know he's right.
Doors closing.
Hi, this is Ryan Hoppe's mom, and you're listening to Happy Hour.
Welcome back to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Yes, now. Now. If I hit this button, boom, the whole program's gonna start. Okay, well, hit it. All right.
Happy Hour starts in 4, 3, 2. Happy. This is Happy Hour with Hoppe.
Where we at?
Always going in, never doubted. Never worry about the dollar. Need a source of trending topic. Be the hottest, search about us. Competition microscopic, never copied. I'm a giant rolling weed up, now we flying. H-O-B-B-E. 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 You already know Happy Hour in your system.
I should probably have the mic on, Wouldn't it make sense to, have the mic on when you're doing the show? This is Happy Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe. Guess what today is?
Do you know what today is?
Hey, this drink is delicious.
Anybody up for iced tea? I'm gonna make some tea. Today is National Iced Tea Day.
Will you make me some iced tea?
Sweetened or unsweetened, lemon or no lemon.
Iced tea.
Iced tea be great.
Well, it's a sweet or maybe even an unsweetened celebration.
Iced tea.
Iced tea.
Drinking iced tea.
Y'all ready?
It's tea time.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to tell you right now that the best iced tea, I don't even know if they still have it, is at McDonald's. Maybe it's a little bit of nostalgia because that was my dad's favorite thing back when it was $1. 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. All right. You can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio at gmail.com. I want to dedicate this show to an animal I did not get along with at all. Like, not at all. But it was still an important animal to this universe. This show is dedicated to George, my mom's cat who passed away under my bed last night. And that freaking house that I grew up in is haunted. My grandpa that I called Papa because I had a hard time saying grandpa, he died in 1999. My dad died in 2014, and now George. George was not a friendly cat. He was like a skinny, kind of chubby version of Garfield. But he unfortunately got cancer. And he was good to my mom. Because when I moved out of the house in 2015, I brought my 2 cats with me. Rover listeners would know the names, Dino and Lily. So, this show goes out to the cat that never let me pet him. The cat that despised me. What was good to my mom. Unknown as George. Oh my God, last night, I'm not really big into astrology. I read it, so I like to think. I read CoStar and the other horoscope app I have. My God, last night, that full moon, there's got to be something to it, man. Maybe it's because we have water in our bodies and full moon affects the tides or whatever at the beach. I always have the worst panic attacks. And I always have the worst sleep. And the weirdest dreams on nights that there are full moons. But sometimes I go, maybe that's my brain telling me to have that. Because, like, you want to believe there's something out there. my God. Every time there's a full moon, things are crazy. My mom's cat dies. There's people doing ICE protests in downtown Tampa and getting into fist fights like mutants. We've lost our freaking mind as a planet. Maybe that asteroid hitting us isn't too bad. Had a hard time saying that because of my teeth.
This is not headline news. Mark Maron is ending his popular WTF podcast. Over a 16-year period, he's interviewed hundreds of hilarious comedians. And also Carrot Top. A message in a bottle from Hawaii arrived in Florida 8 years later. It wasn't through the water. It was another routine delivery from the USPS. And Disney is laying off hundreds of employees in its TV and film divisions.
That's good.
Snow White was ordered to cut 5 of the dwarves. And you just know it doesn't look good for Grumpy. This is not headline news.
That was better today. The other few days it's been kind of slow with the jokes. But that gets the stamp of approval from Ryan John Hoppe.
Father's Day is this Sunday, and this year, give your dad the card he'll never forget. Hallmark has teamed with 23andMe for a new collection of very special cards. Like this one. Happy Father's Day from your son. I got 23andMe done. I hope you're not sad, but you're not my real dad. The new Father's Day collection is available now because nothing says love like Hallmark.
A zebra that had been lost in Tennessee for the past week was finally found and flown back to its owner. This is real. Take a look. There's a zebra in the bag.
Thanks, Prep Service, for giving us something we can't fucking watch.
Take a look. There's a zebra in the bag. Zebra in the bag, or as they call it at Arby's, the number 3.
Jimmy Fallon must have got new writers because he's been pretty funny lately.
Tom Cruise was awarded a Guinness World Record while filming Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning after completing 16 burning parachute jumps. It was the only way they could get him to stop doing it.
Lululemon is preparing to raise prices after Trump's tariffs. Yep. As a result, Lululemon's stock is sagging, but thankfully they can give it a lift and make it look amazing.
Oh, yeah. The T-word notice that every company uses. We got the tariffs. We have to increase the prices. No, you just want to be greedy bastard. Shut up.
It's Father's Day weekend, and here comes Dad, driving up in his Galaxy 500. Who wants a dry gin martini in his hand the second he walks in the door? Even though he's a couple of hours late, because he had an important business meeting with his secretary at the Boom Boom Room.
All right, that was terrible. I have this thing I do on the show that everyone knows, that I listen to things for the first time with my audience because I want to feel the same way you do by having the experience of hearing it for the first time. The owner of the Breaking Bad house yells at fans and sprays them with a hose. Here she is.
Because I'm not a Jack Foreman.
Yeah, get him, Joanne. Get him, Joanne.
Is that what the guy says when he climaxes?
Have you seen anything else but Breaking Bad stuff since you've been here? You can take a picture from that corner. Do not get close. And no tripod, no nothing. Just quick snap. One picture, then you go.
Can you imagine living there? It's got to be so freaking annoying. That or the Home Alone house in Wilmette, Illinois. Bigfoot sighting prompts cannabis dispensary to offer discount for photographic proof. I don't get the whole Bigfoot thing. I do know my friend John Senning is going to be the one that freaking finds it. And then Bigfoot will eat Dizzy. Because Dizzy is a bitch. But I'm telling you, here is the audio of a Monroe, Michigan resident talking about the sighting of Bigfoot.
When I first heard about it, I was in Baltimore, Maryland. I said, oh my gosh, I leave home for a week and look what happened. There was what was called the Monroe Monster years ago. Someone saw a big creature out near the Fermi power plant. I think it's really funny that this was spotted near where that was.
Oh, yeah. It's riveting. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. I'm laughing at this. Teen baseball player who urinated in opponent's water jug has charges dropped. That's pleasant. Here's the Chief Deputy DA, Jessica Martinez, with Sandoval County in New Mexico talking about it.
In New Mexico, battery consists of the unlawful touching of another person in a rude and insolent manner. So in this case, we don't have any touching of another person. New Mexico doesn't have a statute that makes it criminal for someone to mess with someone else's food or pee in a water bottle. While the act is gross and not right, it's not a crime in New Mexico.
All right, we've been recording for 11 minutes and 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Make a wish, bitch. People are treating water like fine wine. Here is Michael Masha of the Fine Water Society talking about water tasting. God, that sounds freaking douchey and pretentious.
I started Fine Waters 20 years ago, and for the next 10 years, no journalist talked to me because it was just a crazy idea. Yeah, well, what is just water? What are you talking about? And over the last 10 years, we see a significant change, and over the last years, especially after the pandemic, when people suddenly paid a little bit more attention, it's exploding.
Oh, that sounds fun. Drink water. I mean, it's good to drink water. I got my gallon jug right here. You want me to drink it with you, baby? That went down the wrong pipe. Kind of like another day at work for Lisa Ann. Should parents brain rot their babies when they cry on planes? Here is the clip that's going viral. What an annoying kid. By the way, that should be the official commercial for getting a vasectomy.
Did you know that Ryan Hoppe got a vasectomy? Well, now you know, and we aren't even sure why we told you.
I am absolutely dying right now. This went down the wrong pipe. I'm like crying right now. I know this is not visual. The average American gets 20 minutes to themselves every single day. I think we all know what that means, especially if you are a guy, that if you get 20 minutes to yourself, that means you're doing this. If I'm having a panic attack, it usually takes 40. Only half of us can navigate without turn-by-turn GPS directions. I kind of know, like, if I'm in Tampa and I got to go to St. Pete, just head towards the highway and go south. But if I'm, like, heading to Miami to bang out some girls, not at all. Yeah, I need my GPS because then I just go in the wrong direction. Let's see here. 856-49-HOPPY. What's a word that sounds naughty but isn't? Dongle, uvula, homo erectus, sextuplet, mastication. Oh my God, there you go. Some riveting prep from the prep service that I use. All right, here's the deal. This show has only begun. Today is going to be absolute madness, even though it's not March. I don't even know what that means. So we're going to come back on Happy Hour and get this party going right after this.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time for Hoppy in the morning.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Yeah, Sean Mac, Bogus Boys collaboration, you dig? We keep it all shot down, you understand? Cause we getting money. Sean Mac, Premier, you dig? Don't feed the killers. Don't forget to check out Bogus Boys. MySpace.com/Bogus Boys Infrared. You dig? Sean Mac, Premier, shot down. Let's do it.
Raised on the south side of Chicago. Gang bang all my life, nigga, all I know. Moving on the op when the beat's on. My teacher asked me what I wanna be. Said the G for the beat song. Never cross flag from the load of the wild hunters. Neutron killer nigga, you either ride under the 5 or the 6. And you better know your lick when you walk up in the county. And they ask what you is. All well GD, Christ Lord, Daddy King, BDNC, New Breed, Spanish D. They living by the creed in the state of Illinois. Chief Steel, full rank on the streets from in the joint. I've been appointed a position of authority within this organization. You don't want a war, so act accordingly before I put it in effect. To catch a ugly violation if you disrespect.
Laying in the ditch, ain't nobody playing, bitch. Cock it back and spray the tip. Everybody say the shit. From the hundreds to the low, east to west and to the pole, motherfucker lay it low. Everybody say it.
We in the middle of the action, in the midst of the gunfights and stabbings. You better have that card with you when you pass it. Cause we are making express spot gas, fantastic. Better access them Illinois boys grinding. I don't think a nigga out here who will really drive it. I'm highly respect. You know the way we see the gangster and faster and faster. I got more members that is will connect. And we believe in the gem and we elect. You got a death wish, you go against your brain. Time to die now. We got rules and regulations in the
Laying in the ditch, ain't nobody playing, bitch. Cock it back and spray the tip. Everybody say the shit. From the hundreds to the low, to west and to the pole, motherfucker lay it low. Everybody say it, yo.
Shit, I don't know what you heard. All I know is kids up recording when you come to Chicago. Make sure you understand that we gangbangers. We don't care about no damn rap. But on that note, let's get this shit straight. I ain't the one to lip box, switching back and forth on a mixtape. Even though you say that's hip hop, but nigga, I don't play. A motherfucker this county gon' get popped. Nah, I ain't waving a threat. I'm just letting you know when the dough I'm as gangster as it get. I play with it like you think I'm joking. We'll come shoot your town up, bounce on the first thing, smoke. Charlie, it's that real. I'm telling you, don't let this fucking rap shit get your ass killed. Goofy, that beef ain't shit to me, especially when I just signed a deal. I need the publicity.
Laying in the ditch, ain't nobody playing, bitch. Cock it back and spray the tip. Everybody say the shit. From the hundreds to the low, east to west and to the pole, motherfucker lay it low. Everybody say it, yo. Laying in the ditch, ain't nobody playing, bitch. Cock it back and spray the clip. Everybody say the shit. From the hundreds to the low, east to west and to the pole, motherfucker lay it.
I got it.
Everybody say it, yo.
Chi-Town Anthem by R.I.P. Bogus Boys. I got it. What a banger. Yeah. Whatever. What a freaking beat, man. Makes you want to beat up somebody. Just kidding. I am staying away from those ICE protests. You're all mutants. Oh, yeah. I don't want one of you to think you're not a mutant. You all are. I mean, seriously. In this short lifetime, you're going to protest a president who already has been impeached and wasn't removed from office, even though that was after he was president. But you know what I mean? You have no impact on society.
Today on TNT. All right, hi everybody. Alex Michelson. First time doing this, so hopefully you can be nice to me.
Shut up. Get to the fucking point.
So the big story of the day, you know, for so long, DT loved Tesla, but not anymore.
Donald Trump responded to the social media battle with Elon Musk and said, that red Tesla he gave me, I'm selling that thing.
It's pretty funny seeing MAGA. Everything else Elon ever said, they believed. But Trump going to pedophile island? Of course he did.
The resale is down though.
Beyonce dropped her chaps. So she's on stage and they fell to her feet. This is a wardrobe malfunction.
But she wasn't naked underneath.
The word wardrobe malfunction is so overrated. Unless I can see her snatch your boobs, it ain't a wardrobe malfunction, honey.
No, she wasn't naked.
Well, then it's not a malfunction. You need to see nipple or something.
Hell yeah.
Yours' standards are so low.
Yeah, that's accurate. It's my first day and I know that.
Bill Maher is doubling down on his criticism of Cassie.
He's such a freaking loser, dude. If there was a definition of the words okay boomer, it would be him.
She should have just left Diddy.
What if I told you, Bill, that the most dangerous time for a woman who's being violently abused is when they try to leave?
As opposed to what?
You're a fucking asswipe. Go buy some more hookers and shut up.
Staying in an intolerable situation the rest of your life.
If she could leave, she should, but psychologically she was felt trapped.
But then you see like that elevator video, that's her leaving to get away from a situation and he throws her down and kicks her. If you want to leave him for good, you're going to think about that.
Yes.
Miley Cyrus was signing autographs and she took a second to shade Liam Hemsworth.
Of course she did, because she's a freaking see you next Tuesday. Shut up, you old hag.
Her ex-husband. It's a little petty at this point.
Well, it was like 10 years of her life.
But it was like 10 years ago.
It doesn't matter. You never want them to be happy.
You never
you know, she's a bitter bitch.
want them to be happy?
No.
You want them to be miserable forever?
You want your exes to be happy?
Some of them.
I don't care what my ex is doing. She's busy licking her vagina when she could have had this dick. I'm just kidding.
Like not an
Dakota Johnson isn't picky when it comes to relationships.
You know, she's high maintenance, so.
Just days after her breakup with Chris Martin, whom she dated for nearly 8 years, was...
You know, that was a boring relationship. They're just like, if there was like a human being version of saltine crackers, it'd be them.
Confirmed. The Materialist star shares with Craig Melvin on the June 9th episode of Today the one thing a prospective partner must have in a relationship.
What?
like not an
Oh, that makes sense. You don't want to date one. Sometimes people become them, though.
That's concise.
Well, okay, all right.
There it is.
You're a trash bag.
The only non-negotiable.
Nail on the head.
All right, that was nail on the head, and we're going to have to actually probably clean that up for the West Coast feed. That's okay.
The local news, I love how, or even the national news, I love how they're all the biggest deviants behind closed doors, but on TV, oh, we got to be so clean. Especially the Tampa news anchors. I remember one time someone told me that one of the news anchors in Tampa has a pierced vagina. And I saw her at a charity outing and I was like, you're naughty.
Dakota's succinct response comes shortly after she entered the dating market again. On June 4th, multiple outlets reported that the couple who first sparked dating rumors in 2018 had gone their separate ways. Rest assured, though, Chris still wants fans to pack the theater for Dakota's new film. During his recent Coldplay show in California, he tells the crowd, quote, "Be kind to yourself, be kind to each other, and don't forget to see Materialists."
We'll be sure to forget to see it. I'll promise you that.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Radio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Happy Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
Now she'll go her way, and I'll go mine. Tomorrow will be the same
You say you got a man, but what that got to do with me? As long as you straight up with me, I don't give a damn who you see. But when I'm back in town, just spend some time with me whenever your man is not around. Let me be the one that'll hold you down whenever your man is not around. Let me be the one that'll hold you down. I'll be the one that'll turn your frowns around. Cause you can be yourself with me, no need for frontin'. It's sucking in your stomach, no need for sucking your stomach, knowing damn well you can't breathe. Loosen up just a little bit, I'm the one you need to chill with. When you need you, somebody later we'll talk about it. After the first time, you might not wanna be without it. There's a reason you cheating on it. Compare him to me, I doubt it. I'm done blazing. We can go somewhere private and see about it. And you know that we know it's wrong. You know that we feeling strong. On the low, we can get the zone. If you be my Mrs. Jones. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know. We got a thing going on, let's keep this on. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know. We got a thing going on, let's keep this on the low. I can tell you what you missing. You miss them hugs and kisses. You miss excitement at night, and you miss excitement at night. And girl, you don't feel the same. And he's steady tripping, ain't it? Tripping, ain't it? And I'm gon' simply change it. See, I can taste your cherry pie before I slide inside. See, I Miss Jones them cause they lonely and they decent times. I read between them lines. I see that you be crying, cause he ain't even trying, so I'm the one to ease your mind. Girl, you ain't fooling me. Your man ain't who he used to be. And plus, girl, he ain't cool as me. Filthy riches who can treat you just like the Queen of England. So when you're ready for some freaking, you ain't gotta leave him. You can be my Mrs. Jones. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know. We got a thing going on, let's keep this on. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know. We got a thing going on, let's keep it on the low.
Get busy, baby, take it off. Make it wiggle when you walk. Neighbors gonna call the law, cause I'm about to break you off. Got kids, lock them out. Pick them out with the spouse. Make it rock when it's on. Wanna see you cry a while. Me and you, let's have a ball. Make it hot like Arkansas. Take the phone out the wall. Let me see that fucking ball. Tip it low, ride it slow. On the bed, on the floor. Up and down, there we go. Round and round, yeah, you know. Breathing like some animal. Find the camera, strike a pose. Girl, let's take a lot of those. When we done, take some more. I know you tired of creeping, but now you know you cheating. But you with me because you like the way that Jay is eating. You know it feels good, but we both know it's wrong. This what it is, girl. My Mrs. Jones.
Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you Mrs. Jones. See, we both know what's wrong, but baby, we can get the song. Relax and let it flow. Nobody has to know. We got a thing going on, let's keep this on. Don't mean to change your name, but I'm gon' call you.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Jones. Sit on my lap. Whatever. Yeah.
Nobody has to know. We got a thing
Song skipped.
going on, let's keep this on.
We're never perfect here.
Happy Hour will be right back.
We are live from the chill room. In the back room that everyone hears me from. And it makes me panic thinking about that. But we got Anthony, one of our P1 listeners, playing the darts. Same dartboard that Tony made. By the way, this full link segment is brought to you by Fortify.com. FORTIFEYE for the best pre- and post-workout around. Comes in the form of coconut caramel and fruit punch. Go to FORTIFEYE.com by Amir Academy of Martial Arts at amiracademy.com. 2700 22nd Street North, and that's in St. Petersburg. Women's self-defense classes, kids classes, MMA classes, whatever the hell you need, I'll go there. WestChasePrinting.com, the best printing company in all of the Bay Area. On the invoice, tell them I sent you. Rich Cayley, Master Barbershop, and richkbarber.com. I know I don't take a lot of pictures of myself, but go to Ryan Hoppe Radio and see my haircut. But if you sign up at richkbarber.com, you will save $10. And this is being brought to you by Ride the Wave Media Podcast Network. We are syndicated on that. We are syndicated on podcast radio. But with Ride the Wave Media, my agent, Just Blaine, and manager is getting me sponsors. So if you want to sponsor Hoppe Hour, JUSTBLANE, Just Blaine, and RideTheWave.com, or Ryan Hoppe Radio at gmail.com, and I'll send the email to Blaine. All right, we're going to come back in Hoppe Hour, keep this party going. But the thing is, we got to play the Hammer and Hank PSA, because today's episode 15 of the Hammer and Hank. And it's quite funny how the San Francisco morning show, I called out how they had Hank on the show on Monday to catch up on the baseball game. But I thought there was only going to be 50 people there, jackass. Be nice to Hank. Come to San Francisco and actually leave, because your city's full of crap. Literally and figuratively. You have an app that tells people where to not walk on poop. Don't talk about other people. Your city has enough problems as it is.
Hello again. It's your favorite San Francisco DJ, Hammer and Hank. I may look normal, but the truth is, I have a condition known as autism. That's right. It's a condition, not a disease. Fact is, autism can strike anyone, regardless of who they are. People with autism normally have difficulties in verbal and non-verbal communication skills, social interactions, and leisure activity. In a recent study, people with autism are less likely to have a job and more likely to become homeless. I beat the odds by having loving friends and family, having a college education. I have even worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality for many years. Always remember that people with autism want the same things as you, to be happy and successful. To find out more about autism, please contact local mental health center or visit autismspeech.org. This is Hammer and Hank, and I appreciate your kindness.
Question. Why do some people that are either servers, bartenders, common-tenders, whatever the hell you are, why are we publicly discussing tips? It's called gratuity for a reason. And just know that if you talk about other people's tips, they talk about you. That is not about anybody in particular.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Hoppe Hour!
Hey, this is Lex from the Lex and Terry Radio Network, and we are now ready to name our successor, Ryan Hoppe.
Hey, everybody, this is Terry James from the nationally syndicated radio show Lex and Terry, and you are listening to Hoppe Hour with my man, Ryan Hoppe.
This is Hoppe Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Wake up with a time. Ryan's got the scoop on the latest climb.
I got it.
Celeb gossip and dating tricks. Sex talk too, we're getting our kicks.
Morning sun rays through the blinds. Tune in now, leave your worries behind.
Whatever. Beat drop, bitch. You like how I ended that? 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me. All right, Happy Radio. You can always email me. Ryan, Happy Radio, gmail.com. Oh, sure.
Ryan's guiding you till day is gone. Stories that twist and laughs that bend.
Whatever.
Happy hour till day's end.
Beat drop, bitch.
Happy hour, feel the power. Morning show, there's no downer. Sex and news, we devour. Wake up to the fun tower.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
Call Her Daddy podcast host Alex Cooper.
Oh, yes.
We used to listen to Alex talk to some of the most high-profile celebrities about their personal lives, but now...
I like the better when she's giving blowjob tips. Not that I would need them, but you know what I mean? It's a little funnier.
Cooper herself is sharing something deeply personal, accusing a former coach of sexual harassment. And Lara, you have this story that's gotten a lot of attention.
It sure has. Good morning to you, Michael. So many of Alex's guests open up to her. And now in a new docuseries, it's Alex herself sharing something that she says changed her life forever.
Welcome to Call Her Daddy.
Hi. She's the voice millions of women tune into every week.
I listen too. Am I a woman?
Known for interviews with some of the biggest stars of our time.
Ed Sheeran, welcome to Call Her Daddy.
Hey.
I've been at this for 60 years.
You know people that listen to Happy Hour, the top podcast is that? I mean, Rory's Morning Glory.
You're one of the best interviewers I've ever had.
Now, Call Her Daddy podcast host Alex Cooper making her own very personal allegations in the new Hulu docuseries Call Her Alex.
I experienced something extremely painful. It was all taken away from me.
The host alleging she was sexually harassed by her soccer coach while she played at Boston University from 2013 to 2015.
Okay, here's what I'm curious about. I'm curious why she's coming out now.
I was determined to make a name for myself on that field. So when my coach started to pay extra attention to me, I figured it was probably because I was playing well.
Cooper says everything
Now she wanted to lick your vagina.
changed her sophomore year.
I started to notice her really starting to fixate on me way more than any other teammate of mine. And it was confusing because the focus wasn't like, you're doing so well, let's get you on the field, you're going to be a starter. It was all based in her wanting to know who I was dating.
Yeah, it's kind of naughty. You know, she got her on.
Her making comments about my body and her always wanting to be alone with me.
In the docuseries, Cooper alleges her coach, Nancy Feldman, would put her hand on Cooper's thigh.
Hell yeah.
And ask personal questions about her romantic life.
I didn't know what to do. And every time I tried to resist her, she would say there could be consequences.
Oh, that's kind of a bitch move. You're a loser, honey.
And there were. It was this psychotic game of...
I'm getting a spam call right now. Let's fuck with this. Hi, you're on the radio. Hi, you're on the radio. Hey, coward, you're on the radio. Hello. You gonna say anything? You're just gonna be a dick. They hung up.
You want to play? Tell me about your sex life.
Cooper and her parents say in the docuseries they went to a university dean with Alex's allegations, but their claims were dismissed.
Typical scumbag dean.
I said, you have no right to do this to my daughter.
That's her father. Wonder what it's like that his daughter got famous for giving blowjob tips on a podcast.
This program is out of control.
Yeah, they are.
I felt a lot of anger.
All right, there you go. Doesn't sound like things are too good at the university. Speaking of someone that's been going through a lot, we got a lot of Scooter Braun, CEO. A lot of Scooter Braun content, rather, because he went on Diary of a CEO. That's what I was trying to say. My ADHD, I mixed up the words. We're never perfect here a day in our lives. So what's going on with Scooter Braun?
Happy Hot Topic!
I had a feeling she probably didn't like me because I managed them, but I thought she would talk to me, see
He's talking about Taylor Swift,
who I am, and we would work together.
And her pretentious ass, flat ass.
I was just like shocked.
Instead, a nasty legal war for her music catalog erupted, which only ended 10 days ago with Taylor buying back her masters. Scooter says he got death threats and even felt suicidal.
All the hate I got after that moment was not deserved because none of these people knew me. The gift of...
Yeah, you seem like kind of a douche, though.
Pain was awareness. You really got to look at everything.
Oh, yeah, you do, bro.
And realize the role you played in this. So, I'm grateful.
That's good. I'm glad you're grateful.
Scooter appeared on the Diary of a CEO podcast.
You made a lot of money.
As Justin Bieber fans were concerned about his mental health. Recent cryptic posts include captions like, "You could point at my flaws, or you could recognize your own."
Man, he is just a freaking douchebag.
And tired of transactional relationships. If I have to do something to be loved, that's not love.
What's your relationship with?
I bet being married to him's a freaking delight. I know God.
Justin, not the same that it was. I feel a lot of guilt. I never understood putting in the time to make sure mental health is addressed. Myself and everyone from the old team is rooting for him.
What do you mean? Later, just...
All right, I got to skip over this because of the copyright. Again, you think I enjoy doing that? You think I'll wake up in the morning and I go, I want to have to skip over a news clip during the best part of it because of copyright. But I ain't cool. Like, I'm cool enough, man. I'm a good guy. I got some big... I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But what I was going to say big dick. I don't know why. What I'm saying to you is, I can't play the copyright on here. I know you want to hear him. I know you're like, oh my God, Ryan, you're doing it. I'm sorry.
Happy Hot Topic!
And it wasn't until the foundation broke and there was nothing underneath it that I was like, oh, I'm actually not happy.
Scooter Braun is getting real about his divorce. The talent
I'm sure they have nothing good to say about you being your exes.
Manager who split from Yael Cohen Braun after 7 years of marriage shared that both he and his ex-wife contributed to things not working out between them. Scooter said on the Diary of a CEO's June 9th episode,
I don't want to go into details. I have a lot of respect.
Yeah. That's good, man. Keep it a little private.
Family forever.
I'm sure she does not think that.
It goes both ways. It's not like there was one thing happening. Both people have to play a role in where we got to. Things happen on, both ways. However, Chris Rock says before.
I bet they go both ways.
Telling me I was doing great, so I just chose to believe them. And it wasn't until the foundation broke and there was nothing underneath it that I was like, I'm actually not happy.
I'm sure she feels the same way. I'm sure she's not that far off with how she feels about you, a bunny, a boy.
Happy Hot Topic!
Justin Bieber is clapping back at fans after worries over his mental health. On Instagram, an entertainment account posted this screenshot of text messages from Grandpa that reads, I'm worried about Justin Bieber. There's so much heartbreak in Justin's life. But the pop star had some fighting words for the account, writing, worry about yourself, Gramps.
Man, these freaking celebrities, him, Chrissy Teigen, Bieber's own wife, they feel like if they respond to the haters, they're getting them. No, you're proving why whatever they're saying is right.
And on June 10th, he reposted this fan account's edit of his clapback.
I gotta skip over this because of copyright. Okay. I feel like right now I'm under attack from copyright. So we're gonna go and take a break, and I'm gonna dodge the copyright bullets.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
RyanHoppyRadio.com.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
In the nuts, and we'll call it a day.
As a reminder, if you don't feel like listening to this next song, you can skip over it. But Ryan Hoppe of Hoppe Hour takes pride in his selection, so stick around, folks.
She's so good, the way I like it. Look at Shorty, she's so good, the way I like it. 5 plus 5, 5 times 2, 10. 5 plus 5 times 2, 10. She's pretty in the face, so sexy in the waist, and I'm really tryna get down to it. Got me on something else, cause she feeling herself, and she telling me she really wanna do this. This girl is straight from a magazine. On the cover of Smooth, I'm that dude, I'm tryna give it to you. She's dangerous, like a fire to a match, she's burning up. I ain't no amateur, baby, I hope you got stamina. Cause I can be a fitness coach, and I work for free. I know how far we can go. Sexy, damn. Look at Shorty, so good. Just the way I like it, baby. Damn, look at Shorty, so good. Right, the way I like it. 5 plus 5, 5 times 2, 10. 5 plus 5. Right, 2, 10. Mr. Carter Park told me come through. I said no problem, dog, got you. He said I'm in Chi-Town working on the bomb. Like no problem, dog, what you want? Said I need that sexy class. I'm like, you know me, dog, I'm nasty. So it's cool, I told him not a little. I was like, mama, let's play monkey in the middle. You know me, I'm a little bit crazy. Like to stretch her legs like P.E. You looking at the Chico or Jay-Z. Yeah, that's right. Damn, I think she wants me. Damn, I think she needs me. Damn, I think she wants me. Hey, baby, be easy. Damn, Shorty, look at her. The way I damn, Shorty sexy. Just the way I like it, baby. 5 plus 5, 5 times 2, 10. 5 plus 5, 5 times 2, 10. Girl, what's your strategy? I got your masterpiece. Come get this remedy. You need my therapy. Baby girl, what's next? Let's talk about sex. Do you have a special thing you do? You ain't gotta hold back when we get up in the sack. I'm gonna satisfy you. It's late in the night and I'm trying to get it right. Do you feel the same way? I'm so enthused the way you move. I'm trying to give it to you. Your hands it up. When you jump in a ride, you can grab my clutch. If you're feeling that, girl, let's take it to the back. We don't have to leave the spot. Stay right in the parking lot. Then it all repeats. Sweat, oh damn. Look at Shorty, she's so good, so good. Just the way I like it, baby. Damn. Look at Shorty, look at her, so fine. 5 times 2, 10.
That is Avant and Pitbull, produced by Collie Park with Dance. Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Happy Hour will be right back.
Oh, yeah. Let's go through all the sponsors right now. I never get freaking podcasts that begin their show with like 7 live reads or sponsors. I'm like, who's listening to that? If I were that sponsor, I'd be pissed off. Well, what do I know? A lot. This following segment has been brought to you by Cheeky Mouth Guards at getcheeky.com. When I tell you it's the best way to quit biting on the side of your mouth, I'm a man of my words. Getcheeky.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. Shimmerwood CBD drinks at shimmerwood.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 30%. GetGoodFeels.com for good vibes THC drinks. Go to GetGoodFeels.com and use promo code Hoppe to save 20%. OldGlory.com for the best t-shirts around. Use promo code HAPPY to save 15%. Garden State Distillery Dirty Vodka. GardenStateDistillery.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 15%. Aspire Green Tea Drinks at AspireDrinks.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Afura Coffee. AFUERA Coffee.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. FSDrinks.com. For the best boba around, use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. Oh, you're looking for the best beef jerky? BigForkBrands.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. And finally, are you looking for a good energy bar? QuantumSquares.com. Use promo code HOPPE to save 20%. All of these are on my website, RyanHoppyRadio.com, RYANHOPPE radio.com. I would hope you know how to spell radio. Or it's in my podcast section. So whenever you listen to Happy Hour like you are right now, in the podcast description is all of that. We're going to come back on Happy Hour and keep this party going and going. But let's hear from Hammer and Hank, which you can hear the Hammer and Hank Show with Henry Oakes and Ryan Hoppe on Spotify by searching up Hammerin, HAMMERIN Hank Show, and check it out on his podcast feed.
People with autism are often treated like they are different. Believe me, we are. Hi, this is Henry Oakes, but my buddies may have known me as Hammer and Hank. I was labeled as slow when I started school. Come to find out at the age of 12, the doctors decided I was autistic. Now at the age of 48, I have completed an associate degree in radio broadcasting and worked in the San Francisco Bay Area as an on-air personality. So yes, I am different. People with autism have no needs, no different than you. Laugh, love, and learn to get an education and join the workforce. I did it, and so can anyone else with autism. So when you meet someone with autism, don't feel sorry for them. Work with them. Find out for yourself that autism isn't a disease, it's a condition. To find out more about autism, please visit autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen.
Question: why do radio executives go, oh my God, where's the future of radio? But then keep rehashing the same boomers and Gen Xers. Funk that. I mean, let's be honest here. In your heart, you know he's right. In your heart, you know he's right.
Doors closing.
And now, something completely different.
It's time for Hoppe in the morning.
It's Happy Hour!
Hey, this is Gary Meyer, and as refreshing as a McDonald's Coca-Cola, Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Recording for the average Joe and Jane because we don't discriminate by gender. If you work hard, keep listening to Happy Hour with Ryan Hoppe.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Hoppe in the morning. Tune in and you'll see the magic. When see Happy Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. Join us for the laughter, music and good vibes. Ryan's got the answers to brighten up your ride. Happy Hour with Ryan. Start your day with a cheer. Turn that dial to Hoppe. We'll make your morning clear. News and jokes together make your mornings bright.
856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. You can always email me, ryanhoppyradio@gmail.com.
Happy Hot Topic!
Dakota Johnson is speaking out about her passion for sex. The 50 Shades
Me too, baby.
of Grey actress appeared on the podcast Good
Well, you gotta be into sex if you're in 50 Shades of Grey.
Hang with Amy Poehler.
You can't be a prude.
When Amy asked
You can't be using teeth or in head.
how Dakota psychs herself up for sex scenes, the actress responds,
Amy, I don't have to.
You don't?
I'm like always psyched up for sex.
You're psyched up.
Freaking annoying podcast.
Yeah.
Psyched up? Is that a thing?
But you know, like
Psych up?
today you're like 7:30 a.m. Let's do it. Like that's a lot. It's hard.
Blah, blah, blah. Shut up.
Sean Diddy Combs is giving his loved ones a message.
Speaking of blah, blah, blah. Shut up.
Indeed, as the rap mogul's mom, Janice Combs, entered the courtroom June 9th for day 19 of the sex trafficking trial,
It's been so freaking long.
he expressed his gratitude for her presence, according to NBC News reporters in the room.
Can you imagine being them,
After the courtroom returned from lunch, Combs mouthed to his mother, "I love you, Mommy."
Alrighty, it's kind of weird, but whatever. He's a weird guy.
Justin Baldoni's legal team is speaking out. After Blake Lively's lawyers, Ezra Hudson and Mike Gottlieb, shared a statement about a, quote, total victory following Justin's $400 million countersuit being dismissed, the actor's lawyer Brian Friedman addresses the, quote, false victory. As he says in a statement to E! News June 10th, Miss Lively and her team's predictable declaration of victory is false.
Yeah, Blake Lively's just the freaking worst. Shut up.
So let us be clear about the latest ruling. While the court dismissed the defamation-related claims, the court has invited us to amend 4 out of the 7 claims against Miss Lively, which will showcase additional evidence and refined allegation.
So there's that, and then there's this. All right, here.
Happy Hot Topic!
Justin Baldoni has experienced a major setback in his legal action against Blake Lively and her husband, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, he did.
According to documents obtained by E! News, Judge Louis J. Lyman granted a motion on June 9th to dismiss the $400 million countersuit filed by the It Ends With Us director and star, as well as Wayfarer Studios and several of its staff, against Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and their publicist, Leslie Sloan. Baldoni's $250 million lawsuit against the New York Times has also been dismissed. In
That sucks.
his decision, Lyman addresses 2 of the main arguments in
What? You're just pro-woman?
Baldoni's suit. First, that Lively, assisted by Reynolds and Sloan, stole the film from Baldoni and Wayfarer, threatened to refuse to promote the film, and attack Baldoni and Wayfarer in the press.
Yeah, because she's a bitch.
The Wayfarer parties did not agree to grant her, rather than Wayfarer, control over and credit for the film, which they claim to be civil extortion.
All right, so there's I see this here. There's a Japanese pop star. I'm going to try to say it. Ayumi Hamasaki, who says that she had a secret love child with Elon, and he only did it because he wanted to knock up a Japanese singer. Sounds about right. People are thinking Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are married, but, Taylor would milk that up for all it is. Joey Chestnut might be making a return to hot dog eating. And there's this. Omarion breaks down the relationship of DDG and Halle Bailey.
I do want to ask you really quickly, obviously lately in the news there's been a lot of back and forth between Halle Bailey and DDG.
Yeah.
I want to know if you had any co-parenting advice for them, given your situation with April.
Yeah, I would say,
Yo, what up? I got an icebox where my heart used to be with my entourage. Just mixed 2 Omarion songs.
Time heals,
Nah, but that sociopath DDG.
I think it's important.
He's a loser.
To always remain respectful and understand that y'all basically went 100 and created something together.
He's created a lot of love childs.
So in the respects of, the child, it's always important to maintain respect and to just, don't let it be a personal thing.
Yeah.
Let it be about the child.
Good luck with that when you have a sociopath like DDG. Let me see here. Let me check my phone. See if there's any news left. Because I have all these subscriptions on YouTube of the news sites. There's nothing. Today is a slow news day, man. We also flew through the show. All right. This is interesting. I love when, like, females that break up with males and then immediately start dating someone else. They're like, oh, the man needs to get over it. But when a man moves on, the ex is still better. That's because you're nothing without him. And Glenn Powell's ex, Gigi Paris, breaks silence on Sydney Sweeney rumors. I know it sucks to think about Sydney Sweeney and him hooking up. Nobody likes the thought of their exes hooking up with other people. But you gotta move on. And here we go.
Happy Hot Topic!
I was shattered.
Gigi Paris is...
Why? Have sex with someone else. You're pretty high. You can get under someone.
I was shattered.
Actually, I'd rather have you on top.
Gigi Paris is speaking out about her relationship with Glenn Powell. 2 years after she and the Twister star broke up.
It's been 2 years. Get over it.
In part, as she explained, due to burgeoning romance rumors between Glenn and his co-star Sydney Sweeney, Gigi has broken her silence about their split.
Oh, jeez.
And how the Anyone But You press tour played a major role. While not mentioning either her ex or Sydney by name.
Yeah, it's because you're passive aggressive. If you're going to talk about somebody, at least just have the guts to just say it. I hate when these women, and I guess guys do it too, but I'm just trying to be politically correct. I hate when they speak out. And then you know what they do? They don't even say the name because they're cowards.
She sets the record straight on the June 10th episode of the Too Much podcast.
This is too much, baby.
I had two options. I could either pretend like I was going along with everything
or move on
and have everyone wonder.
Go on Raya or whatever dating app you have.
They're like, are they hooking up? Are they not hooking up? Is she okay with this? What the like?
Move on, honey.
Or stand up for myself and say, no, I'm actually not okay with this, and I'm walking away.
Walk away. That was a good song by Paula Deonda.
So that's what I decided to do. It wasn't a way to like monetize the breakup. It wasn't a way.
No, it was.
To twist the story around.
No, it was.
Like I was.
Just be honest. If you're gonna be annoying, just be honest, man. You're already being annoying. Just be honest.
Shattered.
Gigi, who dated the Top Gun Maverick star for 3 years before their split in April.
So you've essentially been broken up almost as long as you were with them. Get over it.
April 2023, went on to share that she and Glenn had issues prior to the media speculation over.
Yeah, so then I guess you guys weren't meant to be. So while Sydney Sweeney's having sex with him, you should be having sex with someone else.
For his relationship with Sydney, and said the entire situation still caught her by surprise.
How would you care? You know what caught me by surprise, not really, is that my ex is gay.
I just wanted respect, especially if it's going to be public. Like, don't make an ass out of me. Like, just...
No one's thinking about you, honey. I've covered the Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell stuff on this radio show, and there was not one reporter. What does Gigi Paris think? Because everyone's thinking about Gigi Paris. No one knows who you are. Get the hell out of here.
Just don't make a fool out of someone you've been with for over 3 years.
I love how if a guy obsesses over his ex, you know, they're told, get over it, but when a woman does it. But this is what you sound like. A freaking baby. That's annoying. Obviously, you weren't that great to date if you got dumped.
Just talking about forever with. Just have some decency. You know?
What, are you supposed to not move on? Are we supposed to just not have sex as men after a breakup? Are we supposed to just sit around and just think about the good times and treat you like you're coveted and important even though you're not?
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it was like, well, work comes first.
We just heard what it sounds like. You hear us?
At the end of the day, it was like, well, work comes first. And if that's the case,
definitely does come.
I power to you. That's your priority.
Whatever.
I gotta walk away.
Gigi also expressed her frustrations that her ex never cleared the air about his and his relationship with his co-star.
The bare minimum.
Oh, so she's a side chick. Being Sydney Sweeney.
Of any relationship is to have your partner's back. Period.
I just got the chills.
She's busting out her back.
Like,
so
where
true.
are you when you just need to stand up and say, no, I would never cheat on my girlfriend?
Whatever. Get over it. I love how when a man obsesses over a breakup, he's crucified, but when a woman doesn't, it's because of Swift. Oh, you Swifties need to get over it and realize you might be a problem.
TikTok, toxic joker playing cruel pranks. Hoppy's hour almost done. Feels like robbery in banks. Ryan Hoppe on the mic, dropping wisdom in streams. Syndicated sorrow, now it's time to shatter dreams. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilted rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. But the laughter's growing dim. Eardrums mixing Hoppe like fingers without rings. DHX to FM, shoutouts hit the street. But soon the sound will vanish like shadows in the heat. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. Oh, life's just so unfair. Like clockwork to a show. Now it's time to face the silence like the TV on snow. Riot Hoppe held the mic with humor so divine. The void left in our hearts wider than a canyon line. Empty speakers, silent time but coming to an end. Like a roller coaster stopping round the river's bend. Hoppe jokes and jabs, he's our daily grind. Now silence louder than the thoughts we can't rewind. Oh, the Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair. The Hoppe hour is coming to a close. Radio waves fading like a wilting rose. Laughter and joy dissolving in the air, but we'll keep the rhythm. Oh, life's just so unfair.
Happy hour. Happy hour.
RyanHoppeRadio.com.
And like that, he's gone.
Whenever we're going outside, all I smell is poop.
I'll catch you in the nuts and we'll call it a day.
Happy hour is now over.
Happy hour is now over.
Game over.
This concludes our broadcast day. Good night, and God bless America.
Doors closing.